Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Basharka2 here, and welcome to Amazon FBA course video number 15. In this video, I will actually be going over shipping, the different methods of shipping, and then what shipping costs are. So make sure that you actually stay tuned. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna just put another recording of a video from my course. That are actually two videos that I'm condensing together, and I'm making one long video. The first video, or the first part of it, is going to be actually an overview about the shipping, and then it's going to break it down to what I use, what different shipping terms are there, what your suppliers are going to tell you what they are and such. Also, don't forget, go on my Facebook page and like my Facebook page here, Bashar JCat2. Be sure that you subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure that you follow through the free FBA course 30-day series. This is day number 15. I am going to be actually taking down those videos in 30 days or in 15 days from today. So you must subscribe to my channel, follow through, and let me know if you have any questions. Also, don't forget to leave in the comments below. If you have any questions, let me know where you are in the process. Have you been selling on Amazon? What is stopping you? If you are, are you doing product research? What methods are you using for product research? Also, have you launched your first product? What problems are you having? Let me know in the description below. I am more than happy to help you guys out. Once again, Basharka2 here. Shipping is coming up next, so stay tuned and be sure to like my page and add me on Facebook. Thank you. Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing today? Welcome to Module 6. In this module, we will be talking about shipping and different kinds of shipping and different costs associated and times and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do an overview about shipping altogether in this video, and then in the next video I'll talk more in depth about different methods of shipping that I have used and suggest just a few things. Alright, so shipping altogether. And this is why, in the beginning I talked to you guys and told you that one of the most important things is actually making sure that our products are not bigger than something that would fit in a shoebox, not heavier than 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, because this is where the true cost comes in, right? First of all, everything is negotiable. Also, another thing that I explained to you guys is that many times I will find two different suppliers. One of them will give me a better rate at the product itself, but their shipping is going to be higher. The other supplier will give me a higher rate on the product, but their shipping will be lower. So everything is really comparable. It's always good to literally, I've told you before that I've also taken a snapshot of somebody's term, and I've sent it to the other supplier just to tell them, like, hey, look, this guy is offering me this much. I want you to offer me less than that, because I want to deal with you and I want to, work with you long term. Another thing I want to include in this video is samples and how they work. I honestly have only gotten 2 samples. And it was the first 2 products that I started with, actually the first and the third. And the reason why I started with samples was because I just kind of didn't know what I was getting into, so I wanted to make sure that the money that I'm spending is well spent. And really, both times the samples were just as I expected. They were not defective. There was nothing wrong with them. Now, suppliers may charge $50 to $100 for one sample to be shipped directly to your address. My second sample actually got it done for free. So that's why I'm saying there's always room for a negotiation. Try to get it for free as much as you can, but expect $50 to $100. That is normal. One thing with samples is that it will take some time. Now, my first sample took about 3 weeks to arrive to me. My second sample only took like 3 days. And the reason why, because my first sample came by sea, my second sample came by air, DHL, straight, to my house. So really, you just need to kind of determine, okay, do I really need this? Do I trust these people? Do I not trust these people? Am I sure about my product? And that's why you need to do your research. So when it comes to time to ordering your product, you're just going. There's no hiccups. You're not stopping. You're not doubting yourself. Also, the both times that I got the samples, I actually used them to take pictures, because both times my suppliers did not have pictures for my listing. So I took them by a professional photographer. He took a picture, and after that, I like to actually order myself a product just to have at home in case, if just to kind of see it myself. If I can't get the supplier to ship it for free, then I'll just order it off of my listing, and I'll do some type of an offer and put in some promo code to get it for free. So I'm not paying full price. I'm just paying for shipping or whatever. But that's about it as far as samples go. Now, as far as shipping time, so there are two different kinds of shipping. I'll go more in depth about the two in the next video. Air shipping is what I now use. I have used sea shipping only twice. Sea shipping takes a lot longer than air shipping. However, sea shipping can be cheaper. It can, not always. Also, there are different terms for different shipping methods, and which I will be including in the next video. So this is about the overview for shipping. I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up, guys? Welcome to the second video of Module 6. So this module, we will be going over different types of shipping there is and what I personally use for delivering my product to the United States from China. Now, once again, this course is not just about, selling on Amazon. If you live in the US, you can sell everywhere. However, I am talking about selling in the US market. So even if you live in Canada, the UK, Ukraine, really anywhere you live, you could sell on the U.S. market. You just have to make sure that everything gets shipped to the U.S. Warehouses. So this is how it works. There are, first, for air shipping is the simpler, is what I use now. I've only used sea shipping twice, and I will explain why. Air shipping is most convenient. It is decently cheap, and it is a lot quicker. Now, if you have time to wait a month for your product to arrive at, then sea shipping, you could do it. You may save a little bit money, but really it all depends on how much product you have. If you only have 100 or 200 units or 500 units, then air shipping is perfect. If you're ordering by the thousands, then probably you want to go with sea shipping. Now, air shipping, typically the carriers for that method are DHL, FedEx, and UPS. I've mostly used DHL. FedEx is always good. UPS is always good, but DHL seems to be the most used among my suppliers. Remember when I told you I try to get a sample, free sample from my suppliers? It's usually delivered by DHL. They don't give me a free sample. I'll just order one off of my listing. Air shipping, all you gotta do is when you are contacting your suppliers, and remember when I was showing you guys on the template to contact your suppliers, you use the term door to door. Some suppliers may give you a freight to your airport. They'll say airport to airport, and you don't want that. But what that means is they'll send your shipment to the closest airport by the warehouse, and somebody's going to have to pick them up from there and deliver them to the Amazon warehouse. You don't want to do that. You don't want to, travel cross country just to go pick up your product and deliver it to Amazon. That would be just nuts. So the type of shipping by air that you want your supplier to provide is door to door. Make sure you note that. Not airport to airport, but door to door. And that's it really as far as air shipping. First, to get a cost for your shipment, you give them the address to your house. And as soon as you created your account, then you could create your shipping plan and obtain your address where your shipment is going to be delivered to, which Amazon warehouse, and you just give that to them. Now the second thing, which is the more complicated, is the sea shipping. Now there are a few different kinds of symbols that suppliers may use to describe the kind of shipment or the destination of shipment or where they are delivering to. The first symbol they use is FOB, which stands for freight on board. What that means is they will deliver your shipment, or they are charging you to deliver your shipment to the nearest port to you, or to where, to its destination, which is the Amazon warehouse. Now then you are responsible for that shipment, to take it from there and take it to wherever it is that you are sending it to. So FOB, freight on board. The second symbol they use is EXW. And EXW is pretty much just the manufacturing cost. So what it's pretty much saying is that, okay, the cost for this for this product, or for the 500 units, is, let's say, $1,200 EXW, which means out of our door it's this much. So you have to pick it up from our warehouse and take it to wherever else you want. So that's what EXW means. The other symbol is CIF, which is cost, insurance, freight. And CIF is just like FOB. The only thing that CIF has that FOB does not have is insurance. So they are delivering your product to the nearest port to you, but it also has insurance. So in case if the boat sinks, if your container falls or whatever, there's insurance, it's covered. So that's what CIF means. The two times that I used, one time I used FOB, one time I used CIF. The first time I used FOB, and then I used CIF. The other term that they would use is CNF. CNF is just like CIF and just like FOB, but CNF means no insurance. So cost, no insurance. Or, I'm sorry, cost, no insurance, freight. So the same thing also, delivering to the port, just no insurance. So those are the four symbols they would use. FOB, freight on board. EXW, literally just the manufacturing cost. CIF, cost, insurance, freight to the port. CNF is also cost, no insurance, freight. Now, shipping cost via sea essentially can be a little bit cheaper if your shipment is a little bit large. However, it takes a while. It takes 2, 3 to 4, 5 weeks to get from China to the U.S. So that's one thing that I need you guys to realize and understand, and that's why it's very important, even when you're restocking. Let's say the first time you tried, and I've done that. First time I tried air shipping, and then I was like, let me see if I can save some money. And I tried sea shipping, and that was the one time where I actually had I was out of inventory because I did not account for the appropriate time for my product to arrive, because I did not know exactly how long it would take and all the extra things that come with it. So aside from just delivering your product to the port, there's a few things that you need to know. Now, if you are going to go with sea shipping, there is one thing that there's a person or a company that you must hire. They are called freight forwarders. I will link in the resource center a few companies, but you must hire a freight forwarder. If you don't, it'll be a mess. Because as soon as your product arrives to the port, you need to be there to receive your product and deliver it to its final destination. And it's not just that. Okay, so there are a few different things that go into it. There is what's called the bill of lading, which is pretty much like a general info about your product and about your shipment that you need to have or you need to obtain. There's also a commercial invoice, which is pretty much the value of your product or of your shipment. And there's the label, which is just the same thing as you create under or obtain under your shipping plan, which we will include in future modules. That pretty much explains the type of the shipment and the quality of the shipment, like how many units, size and weights and things like that. And there are several costs associated. There's a pallet fee, which is the pallet that it sits on and it gets delivered with. There is the release fee, there is the custom fee, there are between 4 to 6 different fees associated with this, aside from somebody personally being there to receive the product from the port, get it released, and send it to its final destination. And there's, the transportation fee, which is, delivering it from the port to the Amazon warehouse. So you must have somebody there. And I mean, if you are going to be there, then, listen, if it's going to be getting shipped to the same port where you live and you want to do it, then that's fine. But, chances are that it's probably going to be somewhere across country. And for you to, to get a plane and fly there or drive there, I mean, that would be just insane. So hiring a freight forwarder is very important if you are going to go with sea shipping. This is pretty much about sea shipping and air shipping. I honestly like air. Door to door, I don't have to worry about it. I pay my supplier, I pay them for the product, and I pay them for the item or for the shipping. Do understand, with air shipping, it costs about $4.50 per kilogram. And it can cost you as much, if not more, of the cost of your product to manufacture the product, actually. So let's say if you have a product for $2, it can cost you $2.50 or $3 to ship it from China to the US. You know what I mean? So, do understand that. Now, I've had, a product that was shipped for less than $1 because also the unit, did not cost me over $1.50, but the item was small and it was light. But, the heavier, the bigger the item, the more the freight. And sea shipping, FOB, EXW, CIF, CNF, and takes 3 to 5 weeks. Freight forwarder, link in the resource center, and that's really about it to shipping. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next module.